Hello, and welcome to the Things That Bother Me. Today I will be discussing the economic hunger games that we are living in. The economic hunger games. Welcome to the arena. No, not the one with cameras and glitter, but the one we're all living in right now, the United States of America. An economy rigged like a deadly game show, where the prize is survival, and the penalty for losing is hunger, eviction, and despair. They tell you it's freedom. They tell you it's capitalism. But what you're really standing in is a high-tech coliseum, engineered to pit worker against worker, neighbor against neighbor, generation against generation. You aren't competing for luxury or glory. You're competing for scraps. For the right not to starve. For the right not to sleep under a bridge. For the right to live another month. And the referees? The billionaires. The politicians. The corporations. They don't compete. They don't even watch. They profit. Section 1, the arena of wages. The old American dream promised, work hard, rise up. But the floor has collapsed. Real wages haven't grown in decades while productivity exploded. You're told to pick up more shifts, drive Uber after work, flip DoorDash orders just to keep the lights on. Yet every dollar you scrape together shrinks before your eyes, eroded by inflation, eaten by rent hikes, shredded by medical bills. It's not a marketplace. It's a minefield. And you're forced to play blindfolded. Section 2, the vanishing rations. Food, the most basic necessity, has been turned into a weapon. Tariffs, corporate monopolies, global speculation, every factor pushes the price of bread, milk, and meat higher. SNAP cuts and work requirements make sure fewer people qualify for relief. It's not about feeding you, it's about starving you into submission. Picture a grocery cart rolling through the aisles like a tribute in the Hunger Games, every item a landmine. Choose wrongly, and your paycheck detonates before the week is out. Section 3, the housing gauntlet. Shelter is no longer a human right, it's a bet. Corporate landlords and private equity firms scoop up neighborhoods, jack up rents, and evict at will. Families sleep in cars. Tent cities bloom like weeds beneath skyscrapers. The government responds not with compassion but with bans, criminalization, and the slow construction of camps for those who no longer qualify as consumers. In this arena, your home isn't your castle, it's your cage, and the rent collector holds the key. Section 4, healthcare as a death match. Step into the medical arena and you'll see gladiators with clipboards. Insurance companies decide whether you live or die based on profit margins. A trip to the emergency room can cost more than a year's rent. Medication prices skyrocket, while CEOs collect bonuses the size of small nations' budgets. In the economic hunger games, getting sick is like drawing the black stone, a mark of doom. Section 5, the generational divide. The games are designed to fracture us. Boomers hold pensions while Gen X drowns in mortgages, millennials are stuck in gig work, and Gen Z faces a future of nothing but debt and scarcity. Instead of unity, we're trained to resent one another, to fight over crumbs while the table is looted behind our backs. This is the true brilliance of the game, distraction. While we fight one another, the architects count their winnings. Section 6, the illusion of choice. Elections, policies, reforms, they dangle them like sponsors dropping gifts into the arena. But the gifts are poisoned, tax credits that vanish in inflation, job training for jobs that don't exist, safety nets that shred when you grab them. The rules aren't written for you. They're written to keep you playing until you break. In closing, the real Hunger Games. Welcome to the United States of America, where you don't need to turn on the Hunger Games to see it, because you're already in it. The capital? That's Wall Street, Silicon Valley, D.C., boardrooms and billionaire enclaves. They live in luxury off the land, sipping champagne from gold-rimmed glasses, while the rest of us claw and bleed just to keep the lights on. Their world is velvet curtains and glass towers. Ours is eviction notices, medical bills, and empty refrigerators. And just like in the games, the masses are kept divided. Workers against workers. Generations against generations. Left against right. While we fight each other for scraps, the real architects laugh and count their winnings. They don't fear our anger, they feed on our distraction. They keep us entertained, too. Not with a flaming arena, but with endless news cycles, celebrity scandals, and partisan theater. While we binge on distraction, the rules of the game tighten. Wages shrink. Prices rise. Safety nets shred. And the prize for surviving another round? You get to wake up tomorrow and do it all again. Food has become a weapon. Housing is a gamble. Healthcare is a death match. Every necessity of life is rationed by those who already have more than they can ever spend. They tell us it's freedom, but really it's control. They tell us it's choice, but really it's coercion. The truth? America isn't a democracy anymore, it's a coliseum. And we are the tributes. But here's the thing, the capital always underestimates the people in the districts. They forget that when you strip away illusions, when hunger turns to rage, when despair becomes solidarity, the games can't go on. Because the one thing more dangerous than poverty is a people who refuse to play by rigged rules. The odds were never in our favor. They were never meant to be. The only question now is, will we keep fighting each other in the arena, or will we finally turn and face the capital together? America has become the world's largest, bloodiest game, where the currency isn't just dollars, it's your life force. And the terrifying truth? This isn't dystopian fiction. This isn't a prophetic warning. This is the now. The economic hunger games are real, and we are all tributes. The question is, will we keep playing by their rules until we're all gone? Or will we finally turn our eyes from the glittering capital, see each other for what we are, not competitors, but allies, and refuse to play? Because the one thing the architects fear more than anything is not our hunger. It's our refusal. May the odds be ever in your favor? No. The odds were never in our favor. It's time to remember who the real enemies are. Thank you for visiting my channel. Remember to please like, comment, and subscribe below. Until next time.